Hey Leo, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for October 4th, 2022. This is for Leo, last shuffle here for Leo and all Leo placements. Also, if the video goes over a certain time frame and cuts off, just know that the extended is always on YouTube, as this video is shared on many platforms. We have loss and healing light here. So, interesting, Leo. You are now seeing that there's a loss in your life, and it was meant to be lost, and it's almost like you need to watch it go, almost, Leo. You need to watch something go. It's a healing light for a reason. Something had to leave your life. There was an event even that needs to just fade away, away from you. And the healing light is like a relieving energy of just realizing that, just understanding. You know what? I have to let go of this, whatever this is, a loss. I won't say let go, but just there's something that you lost. It may have been out of your control, or you may have untied this. You may have done it yourself. You need a peace of mind, man. So the Three of Cups, Four of Swords with a loss may be that you have lost your happy thoughts in some way with the Three of Cups, right? But also too, you're not taking anything lightly anymore. Like, no longer taking anything lightly. You're not ignoring anything. Honestly, Leo, this is you saying, I'm not ignoring any red flags. I'm paying attention. I'm very much so present in the moment. I am definitely not dealing with anything that does not make sense. That's what this says here. You make no apologies about this. This is like, I do not apologize. Look, I can't make this up if I tried. I swear that's exactly what I was hearing was the Knight of Cups, man. Oh gosh, Leo. Leo, Three of Cups, Four of Swords, Knight of Cups, Nine of Swords. This to me says in the past, you used to take things very lightly. You would just, you probably would say, I'm sorry a lot. Like for no reason. You know how like you might laugh at something and it'd be like, I'm so sorry, I didn't. And it's like, what are you sorry for? And a lot of this was because you had a lot of worries. You may have been, shut down a lot. There's some energy here being shut down a lot with Four of Swords and Nine of Swords. Worried about speaking up, just keeping to yourself, staying locked in yourself. But there's some, golly, man. But this is something from the past, like that is changing completely. You are no longer, you're not apologetic about anything. You're not allowing anything to cause you worry. You're not allowing anyone, especially, to cause you any worry. You are more focused on cutting out bull, any kind of excess bull that does not make sense. That it's like you're trying to stay sharp and you don't have time for it. You're not taking anything lightly. This is someone who is no longer accepting red flags in their life. Nothing that worries you is allowed. Like if you're trying to cause confusion or some kind of something where I'm up all night worried, you're out kind of thing. This is out, right? A situation. I'm not dealing with that. Healing light with Three of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. And so the healing light energy would say that you forgave a lot for the sake of happiness and worked with whatever you had and you did whatever that you could kind of thing. Three of Pentacles. It's almost like you were a team player and you had to forgive a lot. And if you had to forgive a lot as a team player, that means that people didn't show up. You know what I mean? If you have to forgive in a team, either they didn't show up or they didn't show out like they were supposed to, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So the healing light is showing that you are a forgiving person. Queen of Cups, very forgiving, very loving person, very accommodating individual, and it's healing. And the reason why is because maybe this could be construed as like, I feel like a doormat. I feel like I did so much for people who did so little. And so that would be a healing light to see that. That doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. That means there's something wrong with other people. But also now, don't. It's time to conserve a little for yourself, which is what the Queen of Cups hides. She hides that she loves herself most of all, and that's how she can love anyone else in the first place. She's like, I love me. I'm going to get myself a double cheeseburger, and then I will think about whether or not I'll make you noodles. It's like, I'm making a joke, but that she's like that. She's very much. That's a very mundane, example of what I'm talking about. But really, truly, she focuses on herself first. She fills her cup up first. She gives herself free time. She gives herself that love, that self-love, that devotion. And then she has time for other people because she feels good. Her nails are done, whatever it is that needs to be done for a Leo. Not necessarily, feminine energy, but a person who really gives themselves that time. If you enjoy winding down to watch a show really quick before you deal with other people, or you need some time to do certain things, this is that person that makes sure they do it. That's healing now, to see that you should do that for yourself now, because before you were doing everything, bending over backwards for other people. So this also looks like you have focused on happiness. You let that go. You are no longer taking things lightly. So something happens, you recognize the red flag, and it's off with their head. Just get out, just go, kind of thing. No, I'm good. This is not going to work for me. And you're distancing yourself from anyone who's not going to make changes. That's the professional assistance here. You are working on getting yourself unstuck out of situations where you feel like you're back in a corner. And so that, like, if you feel like you can't even, you're confused about what you're working on with someone or in some situation, this is an energy of like, if it's not making a change where it's harmonious for me, and it's not, if it's still chaotic, this is, I'm distancing myself from this. With all these swords, that's what this says to me. And so letting go energy with three of wands and king of swords would also explain, gosh, once again, this is like you are waiting for something to clear up. You're letting go of being that person. Leo, this looks like a person, and I may not be speaking to all Leos, but this looks like a person who waits and waits for something or someone to make sense, for things to clear up. Whereas the King of Swords energy does not clear things up, especially if you have to let him go or let that energy go. These are people who take advantage of others, who weave around because they think they're smarter than everyone else. So they weave things around you so that you stay waiting with that Three of Wands. And this is what starts all of this, Leo, is that you're letting that kind of energy go. You're even letting a person go like that. You're just letting them go. And no matter how loyal you were, because this is dogs here. She's holding the leash. But this is you realize that they're holding you back purposely from opportunity for whatever reason, for their own game, whatever it is, for their own. And what's the end game to that, right? It's like you have to let them go so you can go into the light. So you do. And this is an energetic, spiritual, mental letting go of a person, place, or thing so that you can go into the doors of destiny for yourself. And then emotionally, you're choosing happiness over all of this. So this is also saying to me here, I'm working on me, and I'm working on getting myself out of this situation. But not only that, I do not want to deal with things that make me feel confused, right? If I have to deal with that, if you're not making changes where things clear up, I'm not waiting for that. Why should I wait? Right? Why should anybody wait? And how dare someone try to make you wait and stop you from your blessings? For what reason? For their own game? And so that may be that, or it could be a career where people just don't promote on purpose because they want to keep you in this department because they may like your energy. It's like, but you could like my energy all day, but I'm meant to soar. I'm not meant to stay on the ground level with you. The healing light here with the Three of Pentacles and Queen of Cups. And it just shows that maybe you were always a little too gracious to people that didn't work with you. You're working your butt off to make sure things are good for them. They're not making sure Jack is good for you. And so they're telling you to focus on your happiness now. And it's time to be off with their head with people now. It's time for you to, and it shows that loss. You've lost your happy thoughts. You are no longer playing games with people. Whereas you turn a blind eye to red flags, that is in the past. You are no longer doing that. You aren't letting yourself spend another night worried about Jack. You're not going to lay there thinking, well, they said that and they did this. What does that mean? You're going to turn to them and be like, what does that mean? Because I'm telling you now, I don't have time for your mess. Leo, I see you taking back the reins on some people, and that is interesting and lovely at the same time, is it not? But you have King of Swords, Queen of Swords. So you have air and water placements here. These could be in your chart. Or this could be in the chart of the person you're dealing with. Doesn't even have to be that. Like I said, this is about you taking back your mental power, like your mind, because it looks like something had your mind in a box, right? Something locked you up, like your heart and your mind are sitting somewhere in someone else's pocket. That is stopping. It looks like, Leo. Gosh, I really enjoy that. I'm really glad to see that, Leo. I'm sorry, but if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.